Hi and welcome to Video Mania. I'm your host Josh Hall. Sorry it's been a while, but I've got the VL-1000 light review for you today. And we're going to set up the softbox as well. First let's talk about some pros. This is the VL-1000 light head. It's a quartz halogen light, and what's nice about it is that it has variable light output. It goes up to 1000 watts, which is great. Easy on-off switch here in the back. The plug, actually the cord comes out, which is convenient. What's also nice is that built in, this setup has a quick release so that you can have a softbox on it or you can have barn doors on it. And I'm going to show you both of those right now. So one of the advantages is definitely the size of the softbox that you get. One of the other advantages of this kit is the light stand. It's very well made. I'm very impressed with it, especially for the price. At the bottom here you have a rubber grippy so that it doesn't slide around, and also so that it doesn't scuff up floors when you're setting it down and up. Very cool. I've actually never seen that before. It's spring loaded, which is nice for when you have a light on top and maybe you release it and don't realize that you're releasing it, and then your light drops. It's got some bounce so that it hopefully won't blow your bulb or mess your light up. So let's talk about some disadvantages of this light. So one disadvantage is that the softbox takes quite a while to assemble. That's frustrating when you're on a job. Once you get used to it, it doesn't take too long to do, but still kind of a little annoying. One thing that worried me when I got the barn doors was that it's held on by this tension rod here, and then these bolts on the back side that you put on to tighten it. However, it's really sturdy, and I'm not worried about it now. It's nice that it does have the a spot for gels as well. For either CTB, CTO, or other color filter gels. Okay, now we're getting to the part that I really hate about this light, and that is that it has a fan in it that makes noise when you're filming. And as far as I can tell, there's no way to shut it off. The other thing is that it does run hot. It's a quartz halogen bulb. They get very, very hot. So you're going to want some gloves with some leather on the back. That's going to help you, especially if you have to adjust the barn doors, if you're taking the light off and on. You do not want to burn yourself. The nice thing about this light, though, is that it does have the plastic grips on the back and a handle, so that doesn't get hot, which is really nice, but it does get hot here, as indicated by the sticker there. And the barn doors get very hot. The other thing that you have to know about the barn doors is that you may notice some dark smoke rising out the barn doors the first time that you turn the light on with the barn doors. So my recommendation is don't take it to any shoots until you run the light for at least half an hour at your home. That's really important that you do know that this does have a fan, which will affect the sound of your video. So unless you're making silent movies, you're going to want to know how loud this fan sounds. Okay, so here's the VL-1000 light turned on. I can feel the heat on my face right now, and it's going to get a lot hotter in here. I love the look of it. I like the black. It makes it look very sleek, makes it look professional. Right now, what you are hearing is the fan. And so I'm going to be quiet for just a second so that you can hear what the fan is going to sound like while you're shooting. Now, regardless of whether you're in a small room, a big room, if you're shooting with this thing anywhere near your camera, I mean within 10-15 feet of your camera, you're going to hear this fan noise, and that drives me crazy. I hate that. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to construct the VL-1000 softbox. So when you open up your VL-1000 softbox, you're going to find that there are 4 components to it. You're going to find the mount, you're going to find the 4 rods, the softbox reflection body, and then the diffusion for the front. One of the most confusing parts are putting in these rods here and making everything kind of fit together with the mount. And so I'm going to demonstrate that first. You're going to find that there are little hoops that you put everything through. So I'm going to put it through there, through here, these little hoops right here, and then I'm going to stick the top into the Velcro pocket right there. I'm going to do that on all 4 of the sides. Okay, now we have all the rods in. We're going to take our mounting base right here. We're going to put it underneath, and then we're going to start putting our rods right into the mounting base for mounts. And now these mounts pull out and come apart like that. So So with them in the upright position, we can easily put these rods right in. Now that we have all of our rods in, we can go ahead and pull all these out and then just push the entire system down until they all snap into place. They do get a little bit harder as you go along. And we were on the last one here. We're going to push it out. And of course one of our rods came out on the end here, so I'm replacing that one into the mounting pocket. And now we have our fully assembled softbox unit. Now the cool thing that you'll notice is that there are 4 flaps that you can open up for extra ventilation as well. There's also a tightening knob here that will make sure that the ring, the speed ring in the back, doesn't slide around once it's mounted onto the light. So you can loosen it up and then easily attach it, spin the light box how you want it, and then tighten that down. So now we're going to put this onto the light and I'll show you what it looks like. We've got the ring in the back that I was mentioning before. It has 3 parts that jut out. We're just going to stick those into the parts that jut out, and then we're going to snap it into place. Obviously easier said than done at the angle that I'm at right here. Maybe if I open up one of these flaps, be able to, there we go, it'll snap into place like that. And what you'll also notice is that these elastic bands allow for you to attach another inner piece of diffusion for extra diffusion for your light. Now I'm going to attach on this diffusion. It just velcros right on, which makes it fast and easy. And there is our softbox right there. So this is turned down all the way. I can ramp that up to 1000 watts, which is excellent. Having a variable wattage light is awesome. Alright, so after walking you through some pros and cons and how this light sets up and works, what would I rate it? Well, if this was a light for photography, I would absolutely recommend it, as the fan will not make any difference to your photography whatsoever. I would rate it a 5 out of 5. However, this is Video Mania, and I have to take into account that sound is essential to your video. And so with that being said, I want to like this light. I really, really do. But I have to give it a 3 out of 5. Now the reason that it keeps a 3 out of 5 is because it is variable light output. You can use it at events where maybe you're further away from the light and you won't get quite as much of the fan noise in your microphone. You can also use it if your clients have a lav mic attached, however you still might pick up a little bit of it. So I hate to be a broken record here, but the fan noise is going to drive you crazy if you do video. But once again, there's a lot to love about this light, and I hope that if you're interested, you'll check it out. This light goes for $120 on Amazon.com right now, and that gives you the light head and it gives you the softbox setup, and it should come with a stand. I hope you enjoyed the review today. Please leave your comments and questions below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this light and answer any of your questions. Thank you.